Warm up. You ready, Julia? All right, let's start with a side lying windmill. You're gonna do 30 seconds on each side. Lay on the mat. Cross one leg over the other just slightly. You're gonna bring that shoulder up and around, and you're opening it, stopping right around your ear. We're twisting at the thoracic spine. From there, we got some hip rocks. 30 seconds each side. One knee's going to be bent, other leg is extended. Sit those hips back and drive up to that starting position. You got 30 seconds on each. Then we'll go into a scapular push-up. Tabletop position. You're going to pinch those shoulder blades as you bring that chest down. Nice and controlled. You got a minute here. And lastly, we're going to do some jump roping. So we'll stand up and we're just jumping. We're jumping, we're moving those wrists. You got a full minute here, warming up, getting that heart rate elevated. You got 4 minutes to warm up. Let's do it.
right, Orange Nation, we have another total body block coming at you. We have 10 minutes, 5 exercises First up is a side-to-side push-up. We're going to come down to the ground. We're going to perform 1 rep. Then we're going to bring one hand in and move the opposite hand far out, perform another rep, and we'll do it on the opposite side. Option here is to do it with the knees on the ground. Next up is a hip hinge alternating low row. So we have 10 reps here. Grab your objects, feet are hip width apart, bend over, push the hips back. We're going to pull one arm up, keeping the elbow tucked into your side, and then alternate to the other arm. Next up, keeping your weighted objects in your hands, we're going to perform a step up. So you're going to be facing your bench or your item. Make sure when you step up, you place the entire foot there on top. You're going to come down with the last leg that you went up with. Again, keep that core engaged. Next up, grab one object. We're going to raise it over your head. Keep those arms extended and raise up onto your toes as high as you can, performing this calf raise. Again, very important to keep your core engaged. Next up, we're going to come down to the ground. We're going to perform a static crunch with scissors. So hands behind your head. We're going to keep the legs straight, crunch up, staying in that position. And all we're going to do is simply alternate, bringing each leg up and down. Remember, I need you to get to work. Try to complete as many rounds as possible. If it ain't burning, it ain't working.
All right, Orange family, next block's gonna be 4 minutes. We're gonna do a burpee and a double crunch. They're both gonna start at 8 reps apiece. If time remains and you make it down to 1, you're gonna do your forearm plank until the time is done. You ready, Coach Ricky?
Let's do it.
Let's get to work. First one, that burpee. Hands are gonna go on the ground. He's gonna jump his feet back and stand up nice and tall. Make sure our core is engaged. Our option, walk the feet back, walk it in, and get in that standing position. Next, that double crunch. Laying on back, he's gonna bring his arms and his legs together, getting his elbows to pretty much touch his thighs. After that, if there's time, again, we get that forearm plank, core is engaged again, hips anchored. We're gonna make sure those eyes are looking down, keep that set position. Let's get after it.
She made the shape of a gun with a finger and a thumb. She had a full magazine pointed right at me. I guess I knew that she was loaded all along. I guess I knew that she was coming on strong. Once she had me in the sights, she might as well be kissing me goodnight. I don't wanna be a moving target.
Nation, 8-minute block here that is sure to get that total body engaged. We have Coach Carl here. He's going to grab his weight, starting off with 10 uppercuts. So that weight is right in front of you. You're pressing up, but arms are not going to go fully straight. You're going to make sure there's a soft bend in your knees. Then moving into an alternating shoulder press with rotation. Pressing that weight overhead, you're pivoting that foot as you rotate. Then we're gonna lose our weights and we're gonna move into a decline mountain climber. So your feet are gonna go to your sturdy surface or a box, making sure you're in a nice solid plank position. You're gonna drive that knee towards that chest, extend back out into your plank. Option, take your feet off of that sturdy surface, just a regular mountain climber. Last, you have a hip bridge. So your feet are going onto that stool or that surface. You're gonna press the hips up. This is with tempo. So you're gonna press up on a quick 1, lower down on a slow 3. 8 minutes to work, team. Let's go ahead and knock it out.
Say, Jess, what do you get when you cross a power movement with core work?
Tell me.
Well, you get this block. Anyway, with that being said, 10 minutes of work on this block, 4 exercises we're gonna run through, starting with 30 total reps of a power jack to front jack. Our moderately heavy object at the chest will explode overhead, feet wide, back together. Then we'll take it to a front press on that. Options, step out overhead, back together, step to the other side for your front press. Next up, for these next 3 exercises, we're going to start with 12 reps and reduce the reps by 2 each round. So 12 total reps of a forearm plank punch. Down on our forearms, elbows stacked underneath the shoulders, feet a little bit wider than hip width for stability. We're going to alternate punching out in front of us. Option here, you can always drop down to your knees. Next up, we're going to turn it around, 12 reps of a power sit-up. Arms fully overhead. We're going to explode, meet the knees to the chest in the middle, nice and controlled back to your starting position. An option here, you can always reduce your range of motion. Next up, we got some quick plank kick-throughs. So we're down in our high plank position. We're going to kick across the body, bringing one hand up to the chest, pressing through with our other hand. An option here, keep both hands on the ground, perform an atomic mountain climber. Your goal is to work your way down the rep count on those last 3 exercises. Let's get to work.
Let's cool our heart and body down with a 4-minute flexibility block. We have 6 exercises, 20 seconds each. Let's get on the floor here in prone position. Draw those elbows tight to the body, keeping the hips to the floor, gently press up and hold. Perfect. Second exercise is child pose. Draw the toes together, push the knees wide, drop the head, pressing through the palms, getting that nice deep stretch. Thread the needle is next. We're gonna get kneeling tabletop position. Draw that arm underneath, palm up, and hold that position to your range of motion. Our next exercise is a kneeling reverse forearm stretch. So we'll get in tabletop position, rotate the wrists so that your fingertips are facing you. Gently rock back with your hips to your range of motion and hold. Next, let's have a seat because you deserve it. We're gonna take one leg over that opposite leg and twist over that same shoulder, holding at your comfort level. And last, we have a seated toe reach. So hinging at the hips, reaching towards those toes, maintaining a neutral spine, and feeling that nice deep stretch. Way to work today, team. We'll see you next time.